2, 1. Alright, everybody, we are back in Gaia. It's been a while.
It's
Alright,
been like a month.
it's been a month. This is fact. Alright,
That's crazy.
right? So this is our 7th session. So last time, you guys continued on the journey to Willand. You guys ended up getting stranded in a cave due to some magical gale force winds that delayed you by a little bit, and did a lot of damage to the outside nature. But you traveled past that without too much of a challenge after, hiding in the cave and building a thorn wall for a while. Um, but continuing on your trip to Willand in search of Grazrenew and Somar, you did meet a traveling salesperson named Gideon Stonecarver, and you acquired some tools, some goods, as well as drawing some cards from a magical deck. Genevieve got a boost to the stats. Marin bided their time and still has one question that you can ask at any point in your character's life and get a truthful answer. And then Imric got attacked by a gelatinous cube from the card.
Got messed
and got wrecked by that cube. But after that, you guys pushed through the night, and you arrived at Willand, and you spoke to the guard outside of the city, who kind of directed you inwards to the Filthy Xylophone Tavern Inn, where you guys arrived at about 1 to 2 in the morning. You guys met the night manager, who was a dwarf whose name you did not ask, but they had an eye patch, a long beard, and a top hat. And he was the night manager innkeeper, and he told you that there was no food or anything available, but if you wanted to stay longer than one night, that you would have to talk to the daytime manager when you wake up in the morning. So, let me pull you guys over to Willand. This big old map of Willand. And you guys are down here. You passed into the Cheesegate area.
Nice.
And you guys are staying in the Filthy Xylophone.
So we got the Cheesegate area and the Filthy Xylophone in the Cheesegate area.
Yep, just so you guys kind of, you should be able to see everything on the map, but the areas of the map include, there is a fortress. You'll, when you're out exploring during the day and you look at a bigger map, you'll see it all, but just so you have kind of an idea of where everything is on the map. You guys came in from down here. You met the guard kind of out here towards the outside of these residential areas, and he pointed you to go on the road and into that way where you guys are right now. It's a great site. Helps make maps so easy. But yes, you went into the Cheesegate area and you're staying at the Awkward Xylophone. Over here you have a fortress.
The Filthy Xylophone.
The filthy Xylophone. Yes.
I would also accept the Awkward Xylophone, but
in another town, the Bowier is called the Awkward Bowier, or the Awkward Weapon, or something like that. So I had them stuck in my head. The Filthy Xylophone. But yes, over here you have Mead Song. Over here is Westward, North Quarter.
Is the westward westward?
Nope, it's Westward. Two
No, but
words. Yeah, oh,
is it
yes.
westward?
Yes,
Is it
it is on the west side of town.
Yeah.
Westward. Then you have the Five Barrows, Old Town, and you have a harbor. And this is actually
okay, what are the 5 barrows? Like what are like how what 5 what?
well,
Is it like
you'll
5
have
areas of the town?
you'll have to investigate and find out.
I don't
But
know if Jean cares, but I do.
but so you guys know where you are on the world map as far as in this area. You guys are actually right here in this little corner.
Whoa, we're
You guys made it
deep
right
in
over
there.
here. Yeah,
We're
you're like right
deep
here
in
on the
the
water's
town.
edge. Yep. You guys
I'm
traveled a little
jealous of
further.
how much that faster that seemed to have loaded for you guys, because that took me like 30 seconds.
And the other group is like
Immediately.
No, the other group are over here in the Zeflax Empire. They're like over here.
Oh,
Yeah, they're in here.
gotcha.
Oh,
Okay, so we're sort of close.
Yeah, they're like
We're
over
good.
here. You guys are like right here. Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
we
all
have those like
yeah, you guys all kind of met
One, two,
initially
yeah.
like right here ish, and then you traveled to right there. So that's where you are.
Mhm.
But yeah, the water that you see in the harbor there is the water on the edge of the map there. So, yep, and it's just the harbor. Yep.
Hmm.
So, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. When you guys arrive,
Oh,
they give you a room. You guys all agree to just take the one room since you've been camping outside together for the past week or so, and you guys all can benefit from a long rest. So any levels of exhaustion that you have get reduced by 1. You get all your spells back, your HP back, all that stuff. So
sweet. Oh, do I have exhaustion? I do. No more. Yes, sir.
this is definitely
I think
a more depressing style of music than I wanted, but we're going with it because it's playing.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I'll change it
Guys,
next
it's just super depressing.
Mm.
I have 7 cantrips. That's cool. Anyways.
But you guys wake up in the morning to find yourself well rested. You hear it's a little later in the morning. It's about 10 o'clock, and you hear there is some business going on downstairs in the tavern.
At 2 in the morning?
No, 10 in the
I
morning.
guess. Oh, okay.
Yes, when you guys wake up, it's 10.
Well, shoot. I'll go down and get some breakfast. See what's on the menu.
hopefully there is meat on the menu,
Meat,
because meat makes you big and strong.
meat on the menu.
Genevieve, you want? I got something better than meat. You want some mushrooms? Trust me, you want to be big and strong? Just eat a couple of these colored mushrooms. It'll blow your mind.
I do not want my mind to blow up.
Possibly, literally blow your mind.
I do not want my mind to blow up.
We could
I
like
do want to grow up big and strong, though.
Then I think you should take some of these mushrooms today during breakfast.
Now, okay, I know that we knew that one type of the mushrooms, like there's different types in here, right? And we
Yeah,
we identified what all the different types do.
I have a ton of colors.
Mm-hmm.
I can make Buddy huge. How big can I make Buddy? How big does it?
It's just the enlarge reduce spell, and it can only stack
Oh,
once.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like.
I mean, I would love to enlarge reduce, but do I want? I love how I just have in my notes magic mushrooms equal big, and Merc has like 40. Good job, me, for taking notes on that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. You don't know what all the colors do, and there's 10
Oh,
different
yeah, no.
colors.
We know what a certain one does.
As
I
long
mean,
as you're
can
writing them down.
I'm trying.
Out of character, I want to agree to eating a mushroom that makes me big, but I want to eat a mushroom that is not one of the big mushrooms. I want to
didn't
find out.
Okay.
I didn't write which one makes you big.
Oh, also, when you stay, I haven't got this stuff in roll 20 yet, but when you stay here at the Filthy Xylophone, when you pay to long rest here, you do each get an extra 1d4 plus 3 max to your hit points after a long rest
Whoa.
here. So roll yourself each a
Wait.
1d4 and add +3.
Max, it increases max hit points?
Yeah, for 24 hours. Or until you long rest again.
Whoa.
Temporary hit point, more or less.
Nope, it's your it's maximum. So you can heal back up to it. It's not just like one time. So like
Wow.
like right now their maximums both go
Darren,
up by
roll a
5. That'd be funny.
Roll a 2.
So your
So-
maximum hit points go up by 4. So you can heal up to that, and then if you take damage, you can heal back up to that. That is your new maximum for the day.
That's
Is it possible to override your maximum without it like screwing over, or should I put it in?
No, you just when you click on your HP or the little hit points, you
Yeah.
can go to max HP modifier and you just do like 4, and it will just make your maximum that number there. You don't have
Wait,
you don't override it. You just go to max HP modifier, and that
This
just
is-
changes it for
Got it.
How expensive is it to sleep here?
you. 3 silver.
Oh man.
Yeah, you guys already paid that.
Okay.
I don't have them in here yet because, like I said, I've been sick and haven't got them all finished. But there are different shops throughout this city, different places that'll all do different things if you pay different amounts of money and stuff. You can basically buy buffs. So
Cool. Well,
yes, 1d4 plus 3. Yep.
I'd love to go down and see what's for breakfast.
All right.
Yeah, I'm following for breakfast. I don't know whether we got different rooms or not.
No,
I sort
you guys all
started
got
having-
you guys all got the same room, but it
Okay, cool. I realized I started the breakfast conversation like we were in the same room because I just sort of assumed.
Yeah.
All right. So, when you go down for breakfast, they really only have like a lunch menu right now. They kind of just start serving lunch at about 9 through 3. It's just one big lunch. There's no real breakfast. It's more of like you can get eggs, but you can get eggs and toast. But
Is it a brunch restaurant?
It is it's like a sit-down tavern inn restaurant. But the menu includes the fall. Actually, here, I have it here. Let me just do this. Let me throw this into Roll20 for you real quick. Let me move it over, and we're at the filthy xylophone menu. Do.
Cool spells.
Handout. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is the right one.
Hey, Dad.
Did anyone write down by any chance what mushroom made me big?
Let me check my note real quick. 1 second.
Cause
There you go.
yikes.
There's the menu. It is now in your journals, but you have braised beholder, blackened sea bass,
What?
or at least what they believe to be braised beholder, blackened sea bass, breaded dogfish broth, aardvark livers, braised wood frogs, kale chowder, and then an assortment of beers, wines, and liquor.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay.
I mean, like, out of character, I feel like the sea bass, given that we're close to the sea, is going to be tight. You know? It's going to be good.
What if we get like a feast? You guys, I mean, shit. There's no better way of getting big unless we eat big.
Guys, what is
Am I right,
couch-
Genevieve?
Oui, tu dit la vérité.
Let's get a little bit of everything. Come on.
What is cow cheese?
What is cow cheese?
Says it's aardvark liver served with chopped lentils and onions and a slab of cow cheese.
It's just cheese made from cow milk.
Normal cheese.
They specify that it's cow cheese because they do make things from goat cheese, goat milk, and other and aardvark milks. So cow cheese, goat cheese, aardvark milk, aardvark cheese, things like that.
I mean, I don't know if we need one of everything.
Just like a little sample.
But like, okay, if we get one of everything, that's like
Man,
2 gold, 3 gold. That's like 3.5 gold.
Genevieve, we're out on an adventure.
Mais
We're
je n'ai
we're
pas
living
beaucoup
the
d'argent.
life. Let's
do not have very much
explore a
money.
little bit. Let's taste a little bit of the like cultural food here. Come
As they are
on.
arguing, I'm just gonna walk straight to the server or whoever that's serving, just order everything except the liquor.
So you want literally
One
one
of
of
you.
every single thing on the
Baron.
menu except for the
Yeah.
liquor?
Wait,
Yeah.
So one
Can
of
I hear
one
this?
of every drink and one of every food except for any of the liquors.
Well, the drink. Oh, sorry, I didn't see a liquor.
So you
Except
want
the beer,
so you
wine, and
want
liquor.
so you want one of every food. Okay.
Yes, I want one braised beholder, one blackened sea bass,
Okay.
one breaded dogfish broth.
All right. It's 3 gold and 2
Okay.
silver pieces.
Yeah. I'm the poorest
Genevieve
here
said
right
you
now.
could go. Sorry, is it Imric or is it Marin who also speaks Giant?
I
Emmerich.
speak giant.
Okay, I'm gonna say to you in Giant that food is for like fueling your body, and it's not about tasting good. Like it's about like having as much macronutrients in order to get the muscles you need. There is no joy in food and consumption, only in your own strength. That's what I'm gonna say. Food and
Genevieve,
Giant.
how often do you get to go out to a new place and try their food? Like,
I mean,
I
I
don't
have
know
never
about
done it
you.
before. I
I
have
get
literally not left my people before.
exactly. Aren't you excited to be out on an adventure eating food that isn't just the same rations or same food you've had all your life?
No, I am not excited. I am excited to.
Marin,
I,
it's exciting, right?
Jean's gonna say I am excited to and like start a word that starts with M and then say find my quarry.
Marin, isn't it great? Isn't food amazing? Please,
Yeah, I
Marin,
would like to
please
try
say
something
yes.
new.
Thank you, Genevieve. I'm sorry, you're objectively wrong. Anyways, let's get some food.
As you guys finish your, shall we say, energetic morning conversation, Barrett comes back over and sits down, and trailing behind less than 5 minutes later are 3 different waitresses bringing over one of all the food. You have a platter of braised beholder, some aardvark livers, blackened sea bass, some braised wood frogs, a breaded dogfish broth, and some kale chowder. And then they look at you. What beverages would you all enjoy?
You have any coffee?
They kind of look at you. We can certainly make coffee. But yes, do you want any alcohol in your coffee, or is it just plain boring coffee?
Plain boring. Just coffee. I'm sorry. No
that's-
alcohol here.
All right,
Can
that's
they
fine.
do like a variation on an Irish coffee?
100%.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
That's what I want.
Okay.
You know, guys. I don't know
I'm
if you know
assuming it's
this.
not called an Irish coffee in this world, but that's what I want.
They can make you a equivalent of an Irish coffee. All right, and then looks over at you, Marin, and for you,
Same thing, please. Two shot of Tiefling tequila.
2 shots of
You know,
tiefling tequila. All right, starting the morning spicy. I'm here for it. All right, so they come back with all of your ordered beverages, and we'll say for all of those, they come to, we'll say 2 silver equivalent for all of those as well.
One
But
of you guys paid for it. I don't pay. I already paid for the food.
that is true.
I
And I
got
already
this
paid for
one.
the fucking portable hall,
That's true.
which
That's
I'm very broke right now.
I got this one, guys. Yeah, I saw the portable hole in my character sheet when I opened it. I'm like, holy shit! I completely
Oh yeah,
forgot.
they give it to you.
You guys
Like, we
have
just not-
a morning feast. It takes you probably half an hour, 45 minutes to enjoy all this food,
Guys,
take it down, and it's
if no
tasty.
one likes the livers, I sort of want to get the livers to Buddy. Pretty please.
I mean, you can feed your animals too.
Yes.
They don't need to
Yes.
eat, but they will eat if you feed them.
You know what? I'll buy another thing for Buddy. I'll buy some liver for Buddy.
Okay. You buy Buddy some aardvark livers. But yes, it's the morning. You see some people come, some people go. It seems like the early morning crowd is kind of funneled out, and now you're getting like the early lunch crowd that are coming in kind of on their break, like the folks who have been at work since 4 or 5 in the morning. They're coming in for their lunch, and then some are those who started their morning here before they go to work are heading out. So you're in that weird transition period between that morning shift kind of break time and coming on time kind of for workers. And a lot of the people here that you see, at least in this part of town, look like they are wearing mercantile clothes, or those like the people that are leaving now to go to work look like they're wearing mercantile clothes, like they're probably going setting up shop and opening their stores for the day. Whereas the people who seem to be coming in for their break seem to be those of like equivalent of like fishermen, stuff like that. Those who have been out for the early morning fisher time, coming in for their lunch, then gonna go back out again. So.
So, given all the business that we went through to reduce traveling time to get here,
Mhm.
the notice that we originally got when we start traveling is how long has Grasnaru, probably butchering the name, has left our previous town.
So you were gonna make up a little bit of time with your horse. You were gonna take about a day and a half off of your time, and then you got caught in that storm, which kind of delayed you by a day, and so you then pushed through the night. And so they said that this trip was about 7 days out from your previous town, where you guys first learned about Graz Renew over in Swazu. And so you got here in about 6.5 days. So this is day 7. And so you knew that based on the time frame for travel and how long before they had left, that they were likely already here. So your best guess is they have already been in this town for a few days, maybe up to a week, but that it was a week from where you were to get here. So.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So by the time we left, they were already here, at least here.
Yeah, that would be
Oh, at
the
least on that
yep,
way.
yep, that would be the best guess because they got chased out of town about a week or so before you guys got to Swazu.
Mm. I'm gonna knock on Genevieve. I don't know if Ginger is still submitting her paper or not, but are you there?
Sorry, yeah, yes, I have been zoned out because I'm submitting my assignment. What's up?
Hey, what's your ping telling you about the guy that we are looking after?
Oh, yeah, pull out my little radar. Any ding dings on the ding ding thing?
I like how your radar, like it's just in your pocket.
Any ding dings on my ding ding thing?
Yes. Hey.
That is funny. So as you're looking at it, it's odd because the stuff that you've got before for this character that you were looking for, this Graz Renew, popped up as like a very faint essence, and that's what led you to the farm before, where you helped out the Fey farmers. And now sitting here in the dining hall of the Filthy Xylophone, you are getting multiple different pings in different directions, all within 1,000 feet of where you are.
Ooh,
So
interesting.
you have one that's kind of pinging from up this way, one that's pinging from somewhere in the Five Barrows, one that's pinging from over here in Meadsong, and there might be more, but those are the ones that you're grabbing at least right now, and they're not super strong. They're just very faint pulses that you can notice.
He wasn't he coming here to meet with someone?
I think so.
Yeah.
But
Another person named Somar, Sonar.
Mm-hmm.
His partner in crime.
Hmm.
Okay.
We can send out a bird. We got 3 bird. I have 2. Jin
yeah,
has
yeah,
1.
yeah. Can I
That's
send my
smart.
bird in one of the directions of the ping
You can.
of one of the many pings,
Yeah, you can do
and
that.
like just be like, go in this direction for X amount of time until you either see something that looks like this half orc guy, or it's like an hour later and then come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna send my bird to go with her bird, just see if that would give, advantage in perception and stuff
Buddies.
like
Well, I'll tell you. Which way are they going? Are they going up towards the harbor-ish area? Are they going to the Five Barrows area? Are they going over to Meat Song area?
Uh, I feel like I want to say Five Barrows is like the farthest. So like if we went more harbor area and we send the birds over to the harbor, that feels like most convenient. Like, does that make sense to you guys? Like, get them to
Yeah,
go check out the farther away place while we check the closer, and then like we move
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I like that.
so we
And
walked out of
I'm gonna tell my hawk, whose name is just Hawk but in French. Um, I'm gonna tell them that like if like to meet us back at the Filthy Xylophone, but like if I'm not here to just hang out in like the window of my room. Like if we're not.
They can
back.
probably find us. We can
Yeah,
communicate
or
telepathically.
like if we're too far to communicate with them, then they can just meet us back here.
Okay. All right. So they're gonna go to the harbors, and you guys are going to the Barrows. Is that right?
I think
Yeah.
the other way around.
Okay, they're going to the Barrows, and you guys are going to the harbor.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Not that it matters, but
Okay, that makes sense.
I like the harbor more.
Alright.
Cool, better aesthetic.
yeah,
So,
I want to go to the aesthetic harbor as well. If this harbor is not aesthetic, then we riot.
then we riot. Actually, hold on. Maybe I can do you one better. Let's see. Oh, there's no harbor music. Well, I tried, guys. No.
There's no aesthetic. We riot.
Yep. No. Nothing
Man,
here.
if I don't hear
There's
some
no sea
seagulls
shanty or something.
walking, I'm flipping over some tables.
Let me see. There's no seagulls. I could probably get you some ocean sounds. Let's see what we got here. I can give you
That'll
some
be
open.
good enough.
I can give you some open ocean,
Good enough.
or I can give you some down by the sea. How do you think those feel?
Mm.
Down by the sea.
There's something about down by the sea that gives me the right vibe.
All right.
the soundboard.
All right. Oh no.
Nice.
All right. You'll get some waves down by the sea. How about that? Down by the sea and
Alright.
some dirty industrial city sounds.
That's pretty aesthetic. I like that.
All right. So you guys make your way over to the harbor. How fast are you walking over there? You just casually maneuvering.
I think we're chilling, right? We're not like in a.
I mean,
sprint, bro.
I feel like Jean has like a consistent power walk.
Can we go in on the cart?
I mean, you could.
I'd
It'd be,
like streets big enough.
it's big enough for it. It might just be a little inconvenient sometimes.
Do you
Yeah.
guys want to, or do you want to just like leave it at the tavern?
I
They got
kind of want to
plenty of
live in the
parking.
tavern. Or we can put it in the portable hall.
Oh shit! Can we?
Just, it will be easier to take it out. We can go in. It's pretty easy.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what the portable hole does. It's way too much text.
Basically, it's basically like a bag of holding that you unfold into a 10-foot hole. That's like a big
It
old
is.
storage space. It's like a movable basement.
Okay, so it's just like it's a bag of holding, but I can fit bigger stuff in there.
Yeah, you unfold it, and if you close it, you can basically store
Dude,
anything,
holy
including
shit, Can we put the cart in here? Is that allowed?
yeah.
I mean, is there like a vertical wall that it has to be kicked out somehow?
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
yeah, how do we get it? Can we get it out of the portable hole, or is it just stuck there forever? Do we just build a ramp?
I mean,
I mean, I don't know if I would put that in the
Got it.
portable hole, but
Got a magic horse. It can come out.
I don't think we can put the magic horse. I
'Cause
mean, I know.
it's basically 10 feet deep, right? So, yeah.
Well, the
So
cart can fit in there.
the
10
ca-
feet.
well, the cart's probably 10 to 12 feet long. So if you were to put it there on its end, it would be like almost at the edge of the hole. So I don't know if I put the cart in there, but
Okay. It says that any
Okay.
creature that enters it
mhm,
gets sucked into a random location on the astral plane.
mhm.
Can we? You guys think we could still summon like the horse back? Because it's like the horse
I
is
would
like
feel risky about putting the magic horse in the portable hole.
okay. Yeah. So maybe we can just put the cart somehow.
I mean, the cart you basically like included with the room's rent is the cart is stored in the cart storage.
We don't.
Yeah, but like
We
to
don't
be able
need to bring the cart.
to be able to just whip the card out, like I just like throw it out on my parking.
Do
That's
we need?
sick.
Do we need to whip it out right now?
No, but it would be sick in the future.
Do you know what could also work, making it work for a little while, is if you figured out a way to cast Enlarge Reduce on the cart and make it smaller and put that in the cart for an hour or so.
You're so right.
Yeah, I know it's on my spell list, but we also have a sorcerer, so
You're right. You're right. A sorcerer that doesn't have that spell right now, but will
Because it
soon.
causes a creature or an object, and a cart is in fact
Yeah.
an object, and you could make
Yeah.
it small and get half in all dimensions and
Oh,
reduce to
yeah.
1/8 its weight. So you
that's
could
yeah,
what
shrink.
we can.
That's
Oh,
what
we can both.
Guys, brilliant.
Like, it's-
Also,
wait,
after we check out this ping, we gotta see if there's like an expert cart guy in this town or a wood carver or something.
We gotta go. We gotta go find the mechanic who's gonna trick out our
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah. Anyways, so we'll leave the cart here for now,
Okay.
and then let's head out to the harbor. Does that sound good?
All right.
Sweet.
So you guys make it out to the harbor, and you see that there are plenty of fishermen's out there. Who are you looking for? Anyone in particular, or are you just kind of looking?
I'm like holding my thing and seeing if it makes any like more specific pings. And I mean, I say more specific pings like it doesn't say that it like casts find person or find creature or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying find pings, but I mean whatever the mechanics of locate creature are in this area.
Let me check one thing so I make sure I have this right here. Because I think, let's see. So I want to make sure I have all these written down right. Because Somar, I remember, was a half-orc, and I'm pretty sure Graz Renew is also a half-orc, if I recall correctly.
Graz Renew's for sure half orc.
Yes, they're both half-orcs. Cool. All right, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. So, as you are pinging, the ping gets a little bit stronger, and as you are kind of looking around the harbor, you do see the ping kind of takes you towards this gnome fisherwoman who just seems to be tying up some nets at the side of the harbor, kind of folding everything, putting it back together, getting all of the equipment set up. It looks like she's part of a crew. There is a boat pretty close by. You guys are pretty much where you are on the map right there. She's getting everything set up to then be loaded onto a fisher boat that looks like it's about ready to go back out into the waters here within the next 15-20 minutes. She's just kind of getting all the gear set up, organized, so that they can come and collect it and go do with that what they wish.
Is that where the ping is, Genevieve?
I'm assuming that's where the ping is.
The ping's
is it?
it's coming from this 2'11" muscular built gnome
I'm
fish
gonna
woman.
walk straight up to them and I'm going to say, "Do you know Grazrenu?"
She kind of
Like no hellos, no just straight to the point.
she turns to look, and how tall is Genevieve?
Oh, I'm real tall. I think I'm like 7 feet.
Damn, that's taller than me.
That's very tall.
I don't know where it is in my notes. I'll find it somewhere. I feel like that's about right.
It is. Oh yeah, you never put it in your description.
Yeah.
Well, she basically turns and she's looking pretty much at your knees, maybe a little bit in your lower thighs, and then looks up and goes, "Oh, well, you're mighty tall." Can
Me? But do you know Grazrenu?
I?
He is. Then I'm going to describe the very little that I know about this half orc, and it might just be me describing what I think a half orc looks like, not like what I think specifically he looks like.
She takes a step
Wait,
back so she
I
doesn't
have,
have to.
I have in my notes that he's purple. I'm
Yeah.
going to say he is purple, and he is a half orc.
She takes a step back so she doesn't have to crane her neck quite as much because you're very tall. She's like looking. She can only really see under your chin. She takes a couple of steps back. She goes, "Oh, purple half orc. Well." She points over to the boat, and you see it is a boat that is. Lots of half orcs are on this boat. Of
Are they
different.
purple?
There are no purple half orcs. There are green ones, tan ones, brown
Well, it
ones,
was-
reddish ones, but no purple ones. I mean, there are plenty of half orcs around. But
Look
Purple?
how many of them purple.
purple,
It was hard to say purple in a French accent, guys.
yeah, it is. It is quite hard.
Perhaps I will say violet.
Yeah.
Violet is a
Yeah.
purplish color.
I don't think I know any purple. Any violet, any purple half orcs. I know different half orcs of different colors, but that's not one I've typically
Okay,
seen.
I will ask them, and I'm going to once she's like, I don't know any purple ones. I'm gonna go ask the
Oh,
orcs
God.
that you pointed out.
Okay.
I'm a person on a mission, guys.
Emmerich is just behind her with Buddy.
With Buddy. All right, so you guys make your way onto up onto the boat, and you just walk up to the first half orc you see.
Yeah, literally the first half orc, and I'm going to say, do you know a purple half orc named Grazrenu? I am not trying to profile you. The other gnome lady said she did not know, and then pointed at you, so I thought maybe you might know. And like when I say pointed at you, I'm going to like wave my arms in like a general like vague,
Just like
pointed in your direction.
yeah, pointed at the boat with all the workers on it, not you in particular. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted on the record that I wasn't like targeting.
I don't mean you,
person.
sir. I mean all of you.
Yeah.
And he kind of stops and thinks for a minute, and you get another ping from your thing, and it feels the same as the type of ping that you got back in Swazu, where it feels like the essence of Grazrenu rather than Grazrenu themselves are here. So like something that they may have had, something that belonged to them, something that they passed on in some way. And you see that this half orc he's carrying a bunch of stuff. He's got like a pack over his shoulder. He's got a crate in his arms, and inside the crate are a bunch of like long scrolls and maps and things like that, as well as a bunch of other papers and documents and things like that. And the ping is coming from inside that crate. But to answer your question, he says, I don't believe I know anybody named Grazrenu. I'm just a day laborer. I got hired to work here for the next week. I was looking for some work, and they paid me just as a day laborer. So I'm coming on in the morning, doing labor stuff, going out to sea, coming back. My room and board's paid for, and I make a little bit of extra money to help support myself
I
and the
feel
family.
like Jean does not care about this guy's backstory very much, and is going to interrupt at some point.
Yeah.
Just saying, do you know who's crate or chest or whatever receptacle box you described that I feel like the ping is coming from. Do you know whose that is? I
was told to move it from the from down by where the gnome lady is like packing more stuff up, like putting crates and nets and stuff like that. He was told to pick it up from down there and bring it up onto the boat. Kind of points there. Tries to point while he's trying not to drop it. Like from down there to up here, down there to up here.
I'm trying to think of how someone as non-diplomatic as Jean would say, "Let me take a look in your box," without like I'm trying to figure out the lack of diplomacy here. Give me a second.
Gene,
How
maybe
technical.
we could ask.
I mean,
You
I
know-
have high charisma.
We'd love to help.
I have high charisma but low diplomacy.
How big is the boat? The boat.
It's like big enough for about a dozen sailors.
And the chest, is that somewhere open, like a lot of people there, or
On the boat right now, it looks like there's about 7 or 8 people. It looks like they're all kind of getting the boat set up ready to go back out into the water. It looks like you see there's plenty of fishing tackle strewn about like the sides. There is obviously the captain's wheel and whatnot. It doesn't look like this is an overnight type of vessel. It doesn't look like there's any sleeping quarters or anything. But it does look like they have an underneath where they probably keep extra storage and extra repair stuff, but it doesn't look, just from the outside looking at this boat, it doesn't look big enough to house people for long term. It looks like it's a very out in the day kind of, maybe if you absolutely had to, you could make this thing work overnight, but it's not intended for that purpose. It's intended to go out, do its thing for the day, and then come back. Carrying some storage stuff and some fishing equipment. It's definitely set for fishing.
did the gnome look like the owner of this boat? He's the owner of the business.
She just looked like someone who was putting stuff together, but I mean, you could always go back and ask her. But you don't know.
Okay.
You guys left that short gnome very quickly.
So excuse me, sir. Is that gnome your boss by any chance?
Oh, you mean Galsa?
Yeah, Galsa.
She's the one that hired me.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I go back down and just?
I mean, if you leave me alone, bad things are gonna happen. I just want that on
You're
for the
so
record.
right.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
so
staying
right.
with you. Don't worry about it.
I don't
Aaron,
want to be a pure chaos gremlin, but I am a pure chaos gremlin.
Can I help you with something? Are you guys also workers on this boat? Or are you here to help do stuff?
Just
Oh yeah, yes, I am here to help.
All right,
Please give
here,
me that,
take
and I
this.
will-
And
I
they
will-
just and they say,
get
here,
ready
take.
to go.
Before you even say, give this to me. Like, here, take this. Then I have other stuff, and they just shove the box in your arms, and they go, great, thanks. And they like readjust the bag that's on their shoulder. They walk over and they grab like 2, basically what look to be the size of like 30-pound potato sacks, which you imagine probably have fishing equipment and other stuff in there, like bait and tackle probably, and flip them over their shoulders and kind of walk towards the part of the boat where they're storing all of the bait and all of the tackle, and they start dumping that off their shoulders, loading that. So now you're kind of left with this box in your arm. They kind of shoved your way and said, good, carry this for me. It's awkward, and I have to carry these other 2 things to where I'm going.
Okay, so what I want to do is like find. Is there anywhere on the ship where I have even like half cover for me to like duck behind something and look in the box?
Just pick. No, I was just gonna
I
say
mean, you
pick
could
it
always
up.
just you could do it right there where you are. You could kind of walk to the edge of the boat. You could just walk off.
Like,
You could just walk off the boat back onto the land and just kind of do it there. No one seems to really be paying you too much attention.
you know,
They
you know
kind of
what? That's
no. But the gnome
I-
is
I-
right there.
well, the
Gee,
gnome. You're like 30, 40 feet away from the gnome. You had to walk down the dock a little bit to get up the boat, and the gnome is still. You can see the gnome from where you are. She's like loading stuff up, ready to for. She's waiting for people to come back from the boat to grab some stuff to take it back onto the boat.
I don't think. If we leave the boat, what if they leave? I don't know what's going on.
This is the thing that is making this area ping, right? There's nothing else in this area that's pinging.
Nope. Just
Oh,
this
it's
Okay.
box.
This crate?
I think once I'm given the box, I think I'm just gonna walk off the boat and I'm gonna try to have the vibe of like, oh, this crate, like, this crate went to the wrong spot or something. Like just kind of like looking like I'm carrying stuff to look busy, and like I'm supposed to be there.
Roll me either a performance or a deception check.
I guess I will try to give you guidance. Do I have guidance? Yes, I'll have guidance.
Yeah.
I'll give you guidance.
Do it. You're just walking beside whistling like doo 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 doo.
Yeah.
All right, and then give me a D4 on top of that.
4. 4.
Why didn't that click?
Mm.
4.
Why didn't that click? I feel like it's rolling and it's just
lagging?
taking a really long time.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have like 10 D4 coming through in a second.
4.
It
4.
it says
Four.
rolling the dice, but it
Four.
hasn't done anything, and I don't want to click it again.
I don't
Oh.
know.
2.
I don't. I just clicked on it and it worked from D4 there. I don't know why. I just clicked on it from there. You go 3. Cool. Better than I rolled. So 14. All right. Oh no, 2. Well, whatever. We'll go with the 3 because it's there.
Hey.
All right. So 14. So, as you're walking off the boat, most people don't seem to notice too much of what you're doing. There is one person that kind of from the boat calls down and says, "Hey, why aren't the two of you carrying anything? Go get something and bring it up on the boat if you're gonna work here. You're not just supposed to be lazy. Go and get more stuff from Galsa and stock up the boat. We're not paying you to be lazy. Now get."
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna very much look like I want to have a face of like, yeah, guys, don't be lazy. I'm not lazy. That's the energy I want to exude.
They kind of
Look
nod
at me,
you.
I got a box.
They nod at you like, "Good job." I mean, they think you work on this boat. They have no reason not to believe that
Yeah,
you are working
I
on this
mean-
boat right now.
Shoot, I got a like a backpack I'm carrying. That's the thing. That's what I'm carrying, man.
All right. Well, they don't think you're carrying anything boat related, but they kind of say their piece, and then they go back to what they're doing, hoping that you'll listen because they also have stuff they're trying to do to get ready for
Gotcha.
going back out to sea.
Yeah, I'll like take off my backpack and carry it in my arms and
How long is the walk from Genie to walk to be somewhere hidden?
Um,
So like, I
Is
feel
there,
like
like,
we
an alley
open this
nearby?
up.
we can just go behind a building.
Yeah, like an alley.
I can like cast minor illusion and like create a
yeah, you could do that.
like we can open it anywhere we
Hmm.
like out of the way of like the people. That's the people who I specifically took it from. I don't need to necessarily be out of the way of all people, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Let's just
Like-
go behind a building. I'm
Like,
sure
there's
there's a
nothing
building.
suspicious about just opening up a box. I just didn't want to open up the box.
Just
and-
go somewhere that's
Let's
not
just-
in the middle of everywhere.
It's not. Let's just leave. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, yeah. We're overthinking
I
this.
mean-
Like literally, let's just turn
I
a
was
corner,
just like,
guys.
guys, I gave you the box, just handed it to you without a roll. Why are
Like-
you overcomplicating this?
I don't think with how these guys are acting, they're not even gonna carry it if we're like 20 feet away. They just want to get their job done.
Okay, what's in the box?
Okay,
That's-
well let's go behind a building. That was sort of like an exaggeration. What I'm saying. Let's hide a little bit.
Yeah, okay, we'll go in behind the nearest building such that the people on that specific boat cannot see us. I'm not
Well-
gonna try to look nefarious as I do it. I'm just gonna put the box down. Don't care who can see me now. What's in the box?
But okay, Galsa's gonna call the guards on us. We're straight up just stealing.
So,
We went behind a boat, behind a building.
Yeah.
that's true.
I gonna just kind of, hey Jin, do you trust me? Tap on
No.
your shoulder.
Jean's on a mission, and she's gotta do that mission.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Charm Person for fuck's sake.
On Jean?
Yeah.
What?
Oh no.
What is
Wisdom
going
save?
on? It's a wisdom.
Don't you have a plus to your things, or is that not yet? Or is that
I
auto
don't
counted in?
think. I don't think that's yet. Question mark. I don't think I get paladin auras yet.
Mm.
You get it, I think, at level 8 or 5.
Wait,
Yeah.
I can
I
see Baron casting this spell, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Damn.
I also don't like. I think it's hilarious if I'm charmed. By the way,
I mean, yeah, you can certainly be charmed.
I just was like, let's calm down and let's go somewhere. Let's not try to, fight each other along on the street.
I didn't think we were fighting each other in the street. I thought we were just going behind the nearest building and
We were
opening the
just
box.
going.
Yeah, it's level
Okay,
it's
I-
level
at
6
this
that you get your
point-
aura.
That's what I
At
thought.
this point, I'm gonna assume that the spell doesn't even work, and I'm just gonna be like, let's just go somewhere. Go, go, go.
Okay,
Why
I
is
mean,
this such a big deal? Can we just?
I am
Okay,
charmed, so you're
fine.
like, let's just go somewhere else, and I'm like, okay, like, it's not like weird enough that my character would feel anything besides okay, let's go after I've been charmed.
I don't know. I can actively cancel that spell myself as
Yeah.
a caster.
You can cancel it whenever you want, yeah.
Okay, so as soon as we get to somewhere, I cancel that spell.
That's fine. So, you
I
guys...
will pull out a weapon and put it to your throat, and because you know that you've been charmed, right? With charmed person.
Oh
Right?
my god.
Maybe? Let me see.
One sec. Hold up. I may have made that up.
There is a couple
No,
that
you
let you do.
did. You definitely did.
When the spell ends, it knows
knows.
it was charmed by you, yeah. So it knows it was charmed. You
Yeah,
know that you were
So I'm
charmed.
just gonna like put you like I just want to like knife to your throat, push you up against the nearest wall, and I'm going to say, and that is why I don't trust you. And then knife back in belt. Like that's it. That's just mild threatening, and then we continue on.
So,
Oh, shit.
as you find an alley to kind of go and hunker down behind, and you get into the crate, you find that it's full of like maps and scrolls and in character code, oh shit. It's full of maps and scrolls and papers, but you're kind of digging through until you find the thing that's pinging, and as you kind of dig further and further in, it's kind of towards the bottom a little bit, and it is inside of a folded dark leather bound envelope with a seal that the seal has been broken, but it looks like it's a wax seal, and the wax looks like it's maybe got a little bit of blood in it, and that's
Ooh.
kind of what you're sensing. Like as soon as you touch the wax seal that's been broken, like it's, you know how people put wax seals back in like Victorian days on the back of letters, and then you would cut across it to open the letter. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how wax seals work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna immediately look at the bloody wax seal letter.
Yes, and so as you open it up, it seems to be two things. The thing that's at the front, it looks like this envelope has previously been opened and read and folded through, and these might not be in the order that they were initially in. But the thing that's at the front is a list of ingredients. And if somebody wants to write these down, or to put them in the chat.
I'm writing down.
All right, so you see there are a few different things in here. One sea hag heart, one kraken priest head, water from a water weird.
Weird.
Mm-hmm. And 10 fins from Sahuagins. Sahuagin.
Oh,
I can never say that word right.
Wait,
yeah. So
spell
that's
again?
Huagin.
like when you said it, I immediately went, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about," but then immediately went, "Oh, but I don't know how to spell it."
Mm-hmm. And the voice box of a deep scion. Scion.
5 things on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna I'm going after being charmed by Marin. I'm not like super hunched up in a corner, but I'm also trying to make it so that Marin can't read it when I'm opening it up. Because that's why I don't trust you.
I would say at the moment that you put me down, I was like, I don't care if I'm getting trust by anyone. I just want to find my family, and you are the guidance that I was given to, and I can allow my ally to be dead on the way to to reach my goal, one way or the other.
Guys, we're friends here, guys. We're good. This is Imric saying this. Like,
I feel like Jean is confused at hearing both the phrase "I can't let you guys be bad" and "we're good" within such proximity. Like we're good as like we're good people, or like we're good as like we're friends. Is like the confusion that's going through her brain right now.
you can tell,
It's-
Imric has no idea how to handle.
Very
Can I
nervous.
see,
Yeah.
DM, can I see Jin is confused right now?
You can see that Imric's well, I mean, you can see that Imric's uncomfortable and Jean's just kind of looking back and forth between you. I mean, if you say, Jean, if you say that you're confused, then that could be noticeable, but it's just like you're kind of looking between the two, but, you know.
I mean, like for the record, Jean's understanding of good and bad in general is confusing to her. So just like the concept of hearing like, don't be bad / we're good, right? Just as like her brain calibrating of like, what is good and bad? What is bad?
Yeah.
Is being tortured bad? Because I don't think so. Is murder bad? I don't think so. But what
Yeah.
is good?
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, she's just
That-
having
That's
a
some
bit of existential crisis.
crazy philosophy stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean by she's confused. She's
Yeah.
having a bit of an existential crisis.
But you're not saying any of that, yeah? That's
No,
just like, yeah.
she's just looking at yeah.
But yeah, you
She's
have
just
that.
kind of like looking between you guys.
You have that list, and then there's another piece of paper behind it, and as you look at that, it says, oh, excuse me, it says, these are what I'm requisitioning for you to acquire. I will pay you 300 gold pieces upon delivery, and you have 1 week to deliver. And signed at the bottom is the name of the person you are looking for, Krasrenew.
Does it say any, like, I'm assuming not, but is there any sort of salutation or any sort of sign of who this was meant for?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
It
That
just-
felt like that would be
yeah.
way too easy.
Yeah, it
But
just
I
looks
had to ask.
it just looks like it is an order, like they're ordering something specific.
Right. I'm gonna. I know I don't want to share this list with you guys at the moment. I don't know any of this until G tells me. I love making notes like that. I have so many notes from campaigns of like, I know, but my character doesn't know. But
I
know. But
I
my
just write all
character
my I just write all my notes from my character's perspective. So that's how I do it. I don't even write stuff I don't know. Yeah.
Sometimes it's important for me to remember that I don't know it because I
Actually,
might. If I did hear it, I might forget that I didn't know it. If
Yeah.
that makes any
Dude,
sense.
no, you're so right. Let me just delete everything I just wrote down.
No,
You're so
it's
right.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's immersion, man. I'm deleting all of that.
Yeah. But while you guys are doing that, your hawks do come back. Go ahead and you can make since your hawk went and Marin's hawk went with yours to aid you in searching. I'll say that yours can just roll perception with advantage. You're a necrotic bird.
Monocratic bird. Perception.
The bird's perception.
Wait, so this box only has
No.
that
I was
letter?
hoping that would.
Oh,
Uh,
if they have advantage anyway, then I'll just say that you both can roll advantage on your birds because they would naturally have advantage from keen sight. So you both can just roll advantage on each of your birds because they would get it
where's
from
the
keen sight.
word?
After.
We don't have any skills in perception, so I'm just gonna roll wisdom.
That's fine.
Yeah, we have a +3.
Oh boy!
+3 roll
Oh
7.
boy!
There you go.
Yikes.
Please roll better, Marin's bird.
Yikes.
Yes, roll better. I don't
There you go.
deserve good rolls. I'm not a good person.
Um,
And by I mean G.
Neither am I.
I will say eventually when your hawks do come back to you, they do notice some half orcs kind of throughout the city, which coming to no real surprise to you after you have seen the half orcs that are working on the ship. So um, that's not really a shock that they have noticed some of them. They do kind of report back because you can speak telepathically with them. That there are, because you're in the equivalent of like the Feywild portion of the world, there are more hobgoblins than you would expect to be here. There are some half orcs and whatnot, and some humanoids, but there are a lot of up towards like the northern part of the Five Barrows up here. There are a lot of hobgoblins. They kind of all. The interesting thing about them is that um, they are maintaining some old burial sites. Um, it looks like that might be their job, or it might just be kind of those who are working up there. There's a solid 24 hobgoblins that are working at some historic burial sites up there. So. Hmm. But yeah, they report back that they did see some half orcs like you requested them to look for, and then they did see a fair amount of hobgoblins.
Well, that was super helpful information, Hawk friend.
But we're
Um,
purple.
yeah, were any of them purple?
Nope.
I didn't think so. It'd be too easy if any of them were purple.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have to go check them out and see get some more information. And why are there hobgoblins? Do you know anything about hobgoblins? Other knows that they are like goblins, but hobbier.
I mean,
Y'all can roll, let's say history checks.
in all my books, they're always like the villain. I don't.
I stand by all I know about hobgoblins is they're like goblins, but hobbier. That was my 5.
Imric, you know that a lot of hobgoblins are typically war focused or battle focused. Traditionally, that is kind of the focus of hobgoblins. But you know, hobgoblins in general, similar to that of bugbears, are very. Some of them are very fey in their ancestral heritage, and so yes, a lot of the type of hobgoblins are violent and go to war and battle and pillage and things like that. But you do know that not everyone of that same type of cultural heritage is going to be the same way. And so finding that there are more peaceful hobgoblins in a Fey city is not necessarily something that's wildly out of the realm of possibility. You haven't yourself seen hobgoblins working in a city, but they do have a Fey ancestral heritage, so having some that work and live within a Fey city seems like it would make sense.
You know, guys, this is actually pretty normal.
Okay, then let's go check out this completely normal thing.
Well, are we just
Also,
gonna
like
ignore
from the player's point of view, this is Gene would be very focused on what Gene needs to do, but from the other player's point of view, you guys can be like, actually, no, let's not just go around town looking for your person. Like, I as a player will follow whatever you guys need to do as well. But this is what Gene would be very focused and not give a shit. But like, you know what I mean?
Given that I know how far this town is from my hometown, I am on a little bit doubt that people I'm looking for will be on this town until we get a little bit closer to where we, where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So like my task is to find someone on the continent. So it's not easy.
You're looking for Nino and Haystack.
I mean, you're looking for a person. I'm also looking for a person.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Gene, do you want to? Okay, like, I don't know about the letter. Okay, let's go check out.
I mean, you
But
guys
do we
did
know?
see Jean dig through this box and then find a letter that she
Okay.
very clearly read.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah. Like, I didn't read it out to you,
No,
but
no.
like,
You
I
saw her
probably hid it from you.
Yeah.
But you saw that I was reading it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
You would know that I read something.
You, what was on that? What was on that letter?
It was a grocery list.
It was a grocery. Okay. Are we okay? I just want to like all of that. Just.
For the record, I do not trust you either, but you have not tried to fuck with me today, so we will put you higher on the trust scale for the moment.
Oh man, I thought we were getting a little bit close on that. But now I understand. It's okay if you don't want to say what's on the list, on the grocery list, that is. But like, do you think that the hobgoblins is the next best course of action?
How's your
Um,
how's your
I
ping
think
working?
my ping.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
believe it is working. I found
Is
some blood on this letter, and I think that's what made it ping. And now
is
we'll
is
go
it
check out the other
ringing?
ping. And then
Was
perhaps after we have checked out all the pings, then I will look into groceries. But for now, I would like to know what all of the pings mean in the city.
okay. You sure we're done with the boat for now?
No, but I do not know what else to do with them. Unless they
Okay.
have some of the groceries.
Okay. Well, listen, I'll follow you, man. I'm here for the ride. I'm just having a good time.
I am not here for a good time. Let us go.
I can sort of tell, yeah. But
uh
What does
I
a
gonna
good
ask.
time mean?
a fun time, Gene. Come on, live a
fun.
little bit.
I am alive, therefore I am living.
Let's go, Gene. Marin, you wanna go check out some hobgoblins?
Yeah, do we wanna keep the rest of the box? Do you need the rest of the stuff in this box, Jane? Or you
I mean,
good?
I assume that I looked for the thing with the ping, and in my brief tossing of everything else just kind of looked like random notes and papers and maps that weren't relevant.
Yeah, I mean if it's map, my assume is they may show the location of all these product. I don't know, but that was assumption.
Jean was very hyper focused, but like on the note. But if you want to take the maps and the other stuff, or like take a look at it, like Jean's not gonna stop you because that wasn't her target.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kindly ask Imrik if we can keep those in the portable hall for now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, you open
What
the
is it?
portable
Look at
hole
those
and you
later.
drop in this crate of maps and papers and things like that. That
Probably
you
shatter
acquired.
the box itself.
I mean, it's a 10-foot drop and it's a wooden crate, so it's a strong likelihood that the box probably is
No,
breaking.
wait. Could we rig up a rope scenario such that we don't drop all of our things into the
But
hole?
What are
the
you gonna
rope would just
What are you gonna
end
rig it to?
Like we just tie the box to the rope, and then I hold the other end of the rope and
I
just
mean,
slowly
yeah,
let it down.
you could do that. Yeah, sure.
And then like, is it possible to like leave the rope so that it's like sticking out of the hole when we fold it back up, or not?
No.
I was afraid of that. Well, we can just jump in and get the box later when we need it.
Yeah.
I'll just let the rope drop like into the hole. There's now whatever 50 foot of rope was in my inventory is now in the hole.
All right, so you guys are walking toward the Five Barrows. As you make your way through Old Town, Old Town's a labyrinth of winding streets and winding alleys lined with buildings that seem to dance with life of all kinds of different fey creatures. Elaborate facades adorned with delicate filigree and iridescent crystals stand as testaments to the craftsmanship of the fey that are around here. You see, in some places, there are everything from twisting vines to luminous blossoms weaving through every crevice, making some portions of the old town look like what you imagine the most fey part of the Feywild to look like. And then other portions of the old town look just like more humanoid brick and mortar storefronts. Um, you see, there are old ruins and strange looking landmarks throughout the old town. There are a couple different taverns that you guys pass by, but eventually you do kind of make your way up into the Five Barrows. And up within the Five Barrows, you have, I will tell you the five areas that are up here. So there's the historic burial sites where your hawks told you that there were some hobgoblins that were working. There are some abandoned neighborhoods, the abandoned quarters, with dilapidated buildings, overgrown lots. They look to be very, very old. People don't quite live in those areas anymore. There could be stuff there. Who knows? There are enigmatic monuments. There are cryptic symbol covered monuments at different portions throughout the barrows, a lot of them focused in one specific area. There are passages that seem to go underground into some underground tunnels. And then within the urban decay and historical portions of the Five Barrows, there are pockets of natural urban, what they call oases, that are gardens providing some refuge from the city's hustle and bustle. You see that they're like little small parks that are there, inviting people to just sit and kind of take in the Feywild natural regions of this city. So you have historic burial sites, abandoned quarters, enigmatic monuments, subterranean passageways, and urban oases. So, urban decay.
Well,
We are going towards the burial site for now. We can pick up the other floor later.
All right.
okay. Okay.
You make your way towards the burial sites, and as you approach, there are 5 prominent burial mounds that stand as silent sentinels to kind of a bygone era. You see that there are a small grouping of hobgoblins kind of tending to each of the burial sites. These burial sites are not small. They are solidly, they're almost like an above ground monument, in 5 spots here. And each one takes 4 to 5 people to clean, to maintain, to make sure that it's still in aesthetically pleasing order. And as you approach, you see they're kind of talking to themselves in Goblin. Do any of you speak Goblin?
No, sir.
Pamela.
Okay. But as you guys all approach, one of them notices you out the corner of their eye and kind of just waves and welcomes you over to the monuments.
I'm gonna just walk straight over to them as they wave. Hello. Do you know Grass Ranu?
Oh.
Can I?
Can I facepalm?
Yes, you can facepalm. No roll needed.
Can I cast comprehend languages to Goblin? And I'll
Yeah.
listen if they say anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast comprehend languages.
They say, "What is this weird tall bitch doing here?"
I assume so.
As you cast comprehend languages as you approach, as she's saying, do you know Grazrenew? You hear that most of the hobgoblins are what seem to be talking about like how to like what portions of the monuments need to be clean and what needs to be maintained, kind of what the plans are for the rest of the day. Um, and then go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
I
Very
like this comprehend
normal,
languages
very
plan.
normal work stuff.
Yeah, so this is the normal work stuff, and you do kind of hear from one of the ones that are starting to walk from. So basically, if you think of the five monuments as they're kind of like in a line, but because they're so large, there's about 15 feet between each one. So these five things cover about 100-foot length of space, right, from far left to the far right. And you guys approach, and they're basically in a line. And you guys approach basically the second from the far left one. So think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left to right. You guys are at monument number 2. And a person walking from Monument 1, passing you guys to go towards Monument 4 to 5 in that general area, with another hobgoblin, you hear them mention that they need to go into one of the underground passages under the monument to make sure the support beams are still intact and make sure that the underground tombs and tunnels are still in working safe order. They're saying this in Goblin just kind of as like it's kind of they're going down their checklist of things that they need to do, kind of mentioning, hey, we need to make sure we're going down here, doing these things, and making sure that all this stuff is still working.
Gotcha.
That's what you hear in just as they're saying that as they're just walking right by you guys. Just they're not trying to hide it. There's just kind of they're talking in Goblin
Okay.
about the stuff they need to. So more work stuff, but this is more of rather than what's up here, more of like underground stuff.
Cool.
And as you walk up and just ask if they know Grazrenew, I don't believe I know anybody by that name. Could you describe this Grazrenew for me? Maybe I know who they are. Who are you, if I may ask?
I am not important. Grazrenew is a purple half-orc, and I need to find them.
Ah, well, I don't know any purple half-orcs that I'm aware of. And you see that he looks over and kind of chirps to the others, asking if any of them know any purple half-orcs. And you hear them ask if in comprehend languages if they know any purple half-orcs.
Oh, gotcha.
And most of them are just like kind of look at him like no, no, no. And one of them kind of looks up and goes, maybe. I think so. Possibly.
Did they say this in common
No,
or in
it's in
Goblin?
Goblin. It's in Goblin because
All right,
he
I
asked
hear
them in
nothing.
Goblin. Yeah, you don't hear it. Imric hears it because he's got the
Okay.
spell going.
Can
Hmm.
can I like speak up in Goblin like, hi, my name is Imric,
You
and
see that
she's
the goblin in front of you, hobgoblin in front of you, kind of is taken aback for a quick second, like, oh, you speak our tongue. You can't actually speak Goblin.
Can
You
I
can
talk?
just
Yeah, I was just about to
uh-uh.
ask. Like, can I? Okay.
No, but
No,
you
I
can
can't
understand. So you could
actually.
speak to them you could speak to them in common,
Okay.
and
Yeah, I'll say in common. Like, my name is Imric.
hmm,
This is Genevieve, and that's Marin. We're just. And I sort of like give a look to Genevieve and like, shh, just please don't ruin this. And I'm like, we're just here because, our boss sent us to go fetch the guy's name Gruz. Hold on, let me look up my
Grazrenew.
Grazrenew, and we were just sent to go find him and bring him back because he sort of went on a mission and he's taking a bit too long.
Mm.
Jean is not going to amend that statement at all. You're doing great.
Well, I don't know him myself, but one of my fellow hobgoblins may have heard of them, and he kind of waves them over. And he goes, this is Urduk. Urduk.
Duck.
And I am Nair.
Are they related to
Turducken and Urduck. No. Um, um, and Urduck, you said you might know who a purple half orc named Grazrenew is. And kind of thinks for a second. Says, "Uh, I mean, I saw a half orc who was more on the purplish side more than the reddish
When?
side of things.
When did
Uh,
that happen?
couple days ago.
A couple
He
days ago. That is perfect. Do you know where they were going? Tell me everything you know.
Hmm.
let me think. Let me try to remember. Um,
Give
he
him a second, Gene.
he came and he was asking about the monuments. Asking about the history behind them. Um, then asked kind of who was buried here and what was buried here, and what was underground. And then said that he was working with a group of people who wanted to explore the caverns beneath the monuments, which is not out of the norm. That happens sometimes when they're open and safe, which I mean they're almost open again. There's been some safety issues that we're almost done fixing. Um, but other than that,
Have they been safe in recently?
Oh yeah, there was just a tunnel collapse, which happens from time to time, when the support is not properly maintained. We've been a little short-staffed lately. We had a few more hobgoblins come in, just yesterday actually, which is why
Okay,
we're
my
able to.
question is, could he have gone down before it was unsafe?
Um, he
That's what I
certainly.
mean about recently.
Oh,
Like,
I mean he certainly could have. We don't monitor them as like guards or anything. But I mean, you could certainly enter in the underground caverns. They're open to the public, but um, the ones that
we should
directly
go.
and they do go around underneath the whole most of the town, but the ones that are underneath these monuments specifically, and he points over to the third monument. From here over towards the fifth monument, those ones is where the collapse was, and they were kind of walled off there for a little while. But we've got those almost cleared back up again. Um, like I said, I don't know specifically what he was looking for, but he went from here and said he had some other business over at the docks, and then um, said that if we had any more useful information or anything that else that we could provide regarding the history of these monuments, we could um, find a time and maybe meet down in the Mead Song in one of the breweries down there. But none of us are really alcoholics or partake in alcohol, so we don't really have a reason to go there. We've given him the information that we know. So,
The meat song is only for alcoholics.
no, we just don't partake in the alcohol. We like to keep our mentations clear.
Yeah.
It is important to have a clear head and a healthy body.
Yes, it is.
So,
But I
would it be
believe I believe he's heading up some like architectural group of some sort, historical research study group or something. I don't really know. That's what he made it sound like. So,
Hmm.
mhm.
Did you hear anything about anyone else in this study group?
um, he didn't mention anybody in particular. It was just him.
Okay.
Okay. Would it be okay if we checked out the burial sites underground?
I mean, yeah, they're open to the public. I would just, if you want to see all five of them, I would need you to wait until tomorrow. We should have the clearing finished being reopened and safe by the morning.
Okay, gotcha.
We're almost done. We just need to finish the extra support beams that are down there so that it doesn't collapse again, and pin people in there and have them die.
Yeah,
That would be unfortunate.
that would be unfortunate. Cool. Well, is is that good, Gene?
What do you mean by good?
I'm sorry. Was that answer to your liking?
No, I would like to find Glazanu right now and join the study group. But
Join the study group.
that's another moment where like she starts to say something else,
Mm-hmm.
but then stops herself and fills it in with something else.
So if they may come back tomorrow once it is open, we could potentially wait here and until they come in, and we will find them if we know they are coming back.
Wait, was he? Okay. Did he say that he was coming back? Did I miss that part?
He did not say that. He just said that the other three will be open tomorrow. So that's
Okay.
that's just kind of an inference that it sounds like anyway.
Gotcha.
So.
We don't know that he's underground. We just know that he wanted to explore underground.
Mm-hmm. He was asking about it, yeah.
So, did I have one more ping
Yeah,
in the
down
meat song?
in the mead song. Yep.
So, I mean, again, we don't have to spend the entire game going over Jean's stupid quest, but that would be Jean's next goal after talking to these goblins and going, okay. I mean, like, assuming that there's nothing else pinging in this area.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go to the meat song. And like, as we're leaving, I wanna, Jean, Genevieve. You know, in my experience, I've been watching how you interact with, and in my experience, it's always been a bit more like helpful if you're more polite to them. Because like, if you show some respect to them and you're nice to them, they'll usually do the same to you, and then they're like willing to give you more information. You know what I'm talking about?
I understand respect, but I do not understand politeness.
Well, you see how like I talk to people? Like,
Yes, you say too much.
I'm under the impression that you say too little. Am I right, Marin? Do you agree? I think like it's good to get to the point, but you can fluff it up a little bit. Just 30 seconds of like, "Hey, I'm Gene. How you doing?" You know?
I do not care how they are doing.
I know you don't care how you do. You don't need to care how they're doing, but just it's a common societal thing, you know? And I think you just find a lot more success with that. You want to try it in the future? If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel natural, you don't need to do it. But how about we give it a try? It's okay if not. I'm just I get that we're not as close of friends as I thought we were. It's okay.
It's
It's
okay, I
all
do not
good.
have friends.
That's wow. Um yeah. Okay, same. But anyways, you want to try it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
You guys awkwardly arrive in the mead song. In the mead song, there are 3 breweries. There is the Frostfang Brewery, there is the Dragon's Breath Brewery, and there's the Mystic Oak Brewery.
Where do I get pings?
You get light pings from all of them, but the strongest of the light pings comes from the Mystic Oak Brewery.
Then I go there first.
The Mystic Oak.
But, like, I do that without saying a word. Like, I pull out my talisman. I look to see where this ping is the strongest, and then I just like start walking in that direction without any communication to my party members what's going on.
Gene, where are we going? What's happening? We're just going?
We are going.
We're going.
I don't see.
We're here for the ride. Let's do it.
as you guys enter into the Mystic Oak Brewery, um, you see that the tap room is very rustic in its adornment. There are mystical symbols kind of everywhere, very fey touched, homey kind of um, rustic charm. There's a tranquil setting where it feels like people come here to unwind and kind of connect with nature while savoring all of the unique concoctions and creations here. Just looking at the menu and kind of looking at what everyone's drinking, the smells, everything that's going on in here. It offers a range of earthy and aromatic brews, including oak-aged ales, herbal saisons, floral wheat beers, each imbued with a little bit of magic. You see that there are traditional oak-aged beers infused with more herbs and botanicals, which all kind of get sourced from enchanted forests surrounding this area. And a person, not the bartender, but there's a person walking around who very much is like the information giver. That kind of he's like talking about this place. That is his one and only job, to walk around, tell everybody about this kind of place, let them know the history of it. That is just his job. He's like an employed bard that works here full time. He just he spouts the history and kind of the feel of this place all day, every day, to anybody that will listen, and kind of get people's feeling of this bar. It's a very very hipster style place.
Oh yeah. Jean's gonna look at Emmerich and say, "Do you want me to, or do you want to do the tucking?"
How you try it? How about you try it and say like, "Hi, nice to meet you." That's all you need to say.
I'm going to walk up. I'm gonna get like right in this bard's personal business, and I'm not gonna wait until this bard has finished talking to whoever they were talking to. And I'm just gonna walk up. Hello, it is nice to meet you.
As she walked away, I'm just gonna cast guidance on her.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a persuasion check with some guidance.
I was so hoping that you would give me advice of what to say, and that I would say it. I was. Thank you. That is what I wanted. Persuasion.
Yeah, and then that guidance on top of it.
Where? Oh, roll 20. Snapped. Did that send that roll?
It did not.
You are not even in roll 20 right now.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I realized that it crashed. Okay, I would like to, for full honesty, disclosure, the roll that I just clicked on D&D Beyond was a natural 1.
That's
And so I just, full honesty, that is what I rolled.
that's fair. I appreciate
And
that.
so I will roll my. I didn't realize that the site had crashed.
Oh well, you rolled.
So that is a total
a 3.
of 6.
A 6. All right. So as you walk up, and they're very much into the groove of talking about the type of beer and kind of giving them a little bit of entertainment and information about the stuff that they are ordering, and you just walk up and like, "Hello, how are you?" And they go,
Well, hello, it's nice to meet you.
I'm very sure it is, but please wait until I'm finished. One moment. And then they go back to finishing what they're saying. About 30 seconds go by.
I'm gonna during that 30 seconds, I'm gonna look at Emmerich and Marin, like, what do I say now?
Emmerich
like-
is like,
With
hold
like a
on.
very vague and slow, my hand is moving towards my weapon, because that's what you do when people don't do what you want them to do.
Oh no.
Metaphor, just in your head, you just hear, "Just be patient."
And after about 30 seconds go by, they finish up, and the table give them a small golf clap, and tip them a few silver for their troubles. And then look and go, "Well, hello to you too. How can I assist you today?"
Have you seen a purple half-orc named Gazranu?
There are plenty of half-orcs that come in here. But
That is not what I asked.
I don't just know everyone that comes in. Um, let me roll a history check for them. Oh,
Oh yeah,
they rolled bad.
I realize they come across very weird in with emote. I like in your head you just hear Marin say, maybe order a drink when's available.
Um, a person named Grazernu, I don't know. That name does not ring a bell, but there have been many half-orc that come in here on a regular basis, so maybe ask around. You might find out who they are. I don't. You might find the person you're looking for. Can I interest you in a tour of the place or some
Does the
history
tour
or
involve? Does the history involve the history of the past week where a purple half orc may have been here?
no?
Then you cannot interest me. Thank you. And I'm gonna give him. I saw that the other people tipped him, and so I'm gonna reach into my bag, but like not really understand how this works. And I'm just gonna say that I randomly grab a coin. I'm gonna roll a d6, and if it's a 1 to 2, I give a gold. If it's a 3 to 4, I give a silver. If it's 5 or 6, I give a copper.
All right.
I give him a gold.
He looks.
Oh.
Oh well. Thank you. I guess if you have any other questions about this place, feel free to ask. I would say just don't interrupt when I'm in the middle of my presentation. You could always just say excuse me, and that would be very
What does
appreciated.
excuse me mean?
Oh, it means I would like to interrupt you politely.
This is good. This
I
is
totally
good.
forgot that is a phrase that we can suggest. Holy shit.
But yes, any other questions? Feel free to find me. We'll be around. I'm here every day, all day.
I'm gonna see if the talisman pings anything now that I'm in here.
It pings as you kind of look around. There is a stein that's sitting behind the bar on the shelf that's pinging at you.
I'm gonna look over at Imric, sigh audibly. I'm gonna walk up to. I'm assuming there's some sort of bartender if this cup is behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to again. I don't care if I'm interrupting, but I'm gonna say, "Excuse me.
Oh yes.
Uh,
How can I assist?
I would like to take a look at the cup." No, please. Just points at the cup at the stein that you said is pinging.
Oh, this stein? Oh well, um, I would, but this belongs to one of our members. As you see alongside that stein, there are multiple. There are a few different shelves. There are 4 shelves, and they all have between 10 and 15 different steins on them. Each stein seems to be unique in its own way, and the barkeep explains to you how some members of the Drink of the Month Club have their own personalized steins that they keep here. And whenever the new drink of the month comes, they come and they drink from their own personalized
Does
stein.
the stein look like it says Grasvenue on it?
Underneath, you see there's a label that does say Grazernew, yes. Each stein has a little label underneath it, kind of on the edge of the shelf that says who it belongs to. It does say Grazernew.
I would like to pull out every ounce of charisma that Jean is supposed to have in her stats and say, I think that is my friend Glasvenew's, and he told me about this club, drink of the club thing, and that he told me that I should come and take a look at it. And I do not want to keep it. I just wanted to touch it and give it back.
So are you trying to join the Drink of the Month Club?
Yes. How long has my friend Grasrenew been a part of the Drink of the Month Club?
Oh, Grazernew's lived here for on and off about a year.
That's what I thought. I thought he'd been here about a year.
You know from what you were told from your person in your backstory, in your very first session, that this person who you now know as Grazrenew, one of the people who worked with your group, came into the fray a while ago, a few months ago, and then whatever happened, and then they disappeared. So you could imagine this could be Grazrenu's hometown. This could be where he's lived on and off. This could be where, when he travels, he comes back here. Um, I mean, it would make sense if like he had a place, get a home. Everyone's got a home somewhere eventually. So, but yeah, I mean, I can show you, but I can't let you hold it as it does not belong to you. I can hold it in front of you, and you can look at it to get some ideas for your own Stein if you would like.
That is totally fair. I will just, if you will hold and I will look. And I just want to see if, besides the fact that it's obviously his, if there's any like runes on it, if there's any like symbols on it, if there's anything on it besides his name. That's all I want to look for. Because I think it probably just is, the ping is just telling me that he has a cup here, I think. But just want to double check.
Okay. What are the other two of you doing while Genevieve is at the bar talking to this keep?
Oh, and that Marin told me to order a drink, and then like as the bar person is grabbing the cup, is gonna be like, oh, and can I have a drink as well?
Oh, yes. Let me pour that first. That'll be much less work. They start to pour you a beverage. It's a very floral, spicy drink, and they hand it to you. This one's on the house. First one's always free to try for a new customer. Then they reach back over. What are you guys doing as this is happening?
I'm standing back far enough to not be in the conversation, but I'm clearly listening to the conversation just to see how.
Okay. And how about you, Marin?
I gonna walk up to just kind of chill behind Jin.
Okay.
If she doesn't, if she lets me.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Kind of
All right.
in that conflict.
I'm going to clock you, and I'm going to raise an eyebrow, but I'm not going to say anything.
Cool. All right. So as they hand you your drink and you taste it, it's floral and spicy. And then they reach around, kind of dry off their hands to make sure that they don't get any unwanted moisture or drink on the stein. And they pull the stein off and they kind of bring it up and they kind of show you all the inside, the outside, the bottom, everything about it. Anyone who's proficient in Arcana can make a Arcana check at advantage.
Not me. Not
Not me.
proficient.
I got this, guys.
You see there's a rune on the bottom of it, and you only catch it because as you kind of look at it, the rune's almost invisible, but it just catches the light at the right kind of way. And as you... Let me see something here. I think actually you might have... Let me see something here. Oh, yeah, Gene, you can... actually, this is both available to Druids and Paladins too, so both of you guys can roll Arcana, but just regular.
So
Imric's yours good. Cool. You all notice it. Imric, you kind of notice it first, and you do one of those things where you like make a clicking sound with your mouth, like, and you like grab the attention of the other two to look at the bottom of the cup. And because the spell is on both the Druid and the Paladin spell list, you guys then immediately catch what Imric kind of pointed out with the arcane knowledge of being a sorcerer. Embedded in the bottom of this stein is a transmutative glyph or rune for purify food and drink. So it would take away any properties that would make them get drunk and or be poisoned. Anything that would disease or poison his drink would be nullified upon being poured into this cup.
Shit. Can we remove a rune? Like, is that a thing? I have no idea.
You could certainly try. It would require probably either just destruction of the magical item, because once you imbue magic into an item, the item itself becomes magic because of that. So you'd either have to figure out a way to destroy the magic item or dispel the magic. And
I was about to say, would a dispel magic work? Not that any of us can cast it yet.
so I was gonna say, you know from the ability to enchant things, that to enchant something permanently, you have to cast the same spell in the same space or object for multiple days in a row, depending on the level and the size of the thing that you're trying to enchant. It could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a decade. It just depends on what it is that you're trying to do. And you would imagine that to enchant a stein like this, and steins aren't super huge typically, it would probably have taken about a week of casting the spell once a day to do it. So to completely dispel it without breaking the object, it would probably take equivalent of 7 casts of dispel magic to do it. So
Okay. Guys, if we just get to spell magic, cast the spell magic 7 times, then poison this guy's cup, we got a brilliant plan.
Yeah, maybe there's someone in the town that can do that.
When was the
your
last
whole
drink of the month club event?
it was about 3 weeks ago.
Guys, we just hold up for another week, and he'll be here. He'll come back. Wait, does he come every month for the drink of the month club?
Yes.
He told me that he likes to come a lot, but I don't remember if he said he's like always here.
Oh, he comes as frequently as he can. He was here last month, but not the month before, but for the previous few months before that he was here. So my assumption is he'll probably be here.
And sorry, what do you need to do to join the drink of the month club again?
Oh, you just pay a fee and then.
Oh wait, Gene wouldn't say sorry. Hold up.
Character, come on.
Gene would just say, and what do you need to do to join the drink of the month? Just cut out the word sorry. It's not in her vocabulary yet.
Oh, you just
We
need to.
just added excuse me.
You just need to pay the fee to buy your stein, and then you design it however you wish, and then show up to the monthly drink of the month meetings and enjoy your beverage.
Is there what sort of calligraphy options are there on the stein? Can I see a plain stein now that I've seen my friend's stein? Can I just take a look at what the plain stein looks like if I were to get one, and what sort of font options I have?
Oh, absolutely. They put the stein back on the shelf at Grasrenew's spot, and then they go. They kind of walk down the bar a little bit, and they come back with 4 different steins. All are bare. There's no designs on them. The stein handles
Are
a
there
little bit
runes in any of them? Is this a thing that the Stein of the Month Club just does?
Nope. There are no
Just
runes.
confirming.
There are no runes on any
It's the
of.
only reason I wanted is I wanted to double check that they weren't like
Yeah.
convincing people to buy more alcohol by like
No.
making all of their alcohol not work, so then everyone thinks they need more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wanted to make sure this wasn't a secret.
You know, I never thought of that, and
conspiracy.
that is a great conspiracy. But no,
That's actually an awesome
that's
idea.
an awesome idea, especially if people aren't magic. Yeah. Make people think their tolerance is way higher than it is, and then challenge them to a drink off
Right,
and just
but,
whoop
like,
them.
Would
Yeah.
work on me.
Right.
It would still taste like alcohol. Anywho, sorry. I just
But-
wanted to double check
yeah.
that this wasn't a conspiracy.
Yep, there is no runes on the bottom of these. Each of the steins, physically, they look a little bit different. They look like one's made of stone, one's made of oak, and the other 2 are made of 2 different types of woods. The handles are a little bit different on each of them. Each of these steins looks unique in its own kind of way, but it looks like it's open to be designed however you want as far as coloration, calligraphy, all the stuff. If you want to join the Drink of the Month Club and design your own stein, you are more than welcome to do that. But each of the steins look kind of unique in its own way, so that it's very easy to identify like whose belongs to who, and not anyone has like some look similar in the woods they're made out of, but not similar enough that you could mistake drinker A's for drinker B's. So, and if you don't want to store it at the tavern, you do not have to. There's just a way to display it there so that it is there for everyone to see as well.
So that you can brag about how you're in the Stein of the Month Club.
Pretty much.
Say.
Sorry, how did he say how much it was? He said you had to pay a fee.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
But did he say it and I missed it?
No, not yet. The fee.
Okay. I never know whether it just is me not paying attention or if other people didn't
No.
say it, you know?
The fee is 2 gold pieces, and that includes your lifetime membership. That includes the stein and any any design materials that you would need to design it however you wish. So, and it includes a free drink every time you come in.
Yeah, sold. Jean's gonna reach into her pouch, grab 2 gold, put it on the table.
You can basically, if you wish, out of character, if you wish to design your own stein and put a picture of it, you can
Stein.
certainly do that. Otherwise, you have your own designed stein. Stein design.
The stein.
Mm-hmm. Do either of the other two of you wish to join the Drink of the Month Club?
I'm okay.
At the Mystic Oak Brewery.
I am also okay because I don't think I can make the monthly meeting.
That's fine.
Jean doesn't want to make these monthly. Jean just wants to crash the next.
All right. Well, you have your stein. Do you wish to design it now and have a drink and have something to eat now, or what's your plan? Because it's probably, you guys got up at 10. You had breakfast or so for about an hour, so it's probably close to like 1, 2 o'clock at this point.
I mean, we had a really big breakfast.
You
Yeah,
did. You did.
I bet we're so good.
All right.
We also didn't do like much activities. We just walked around town a little
True.
bit.
True. I mean, you walked around a solid portion of town. You guys
That's
went.
true.
You guys went from the
Through the
cheesegate
town,
to the
basically.
harbor, through Old Town,
Yeah.
to the 5 Harbors, down to the Mead Song.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys,
you're right.
You guys covered a significant portion of the town.
I mean, do I get a free drink with this
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Then sure, sign. I'll take a free drink in it.
All right.
I feel like aesthetically, Jean would want like the most plain possible.
Okay.
Like it, and you know what? I'm not even sure if it's gonna say Jean on it. It might say some alias that Jean has yet to make up.
Did you pick a wood cup or did you?
I think
pick
it's gonna say Eve. I think it's gonna say Eve, because that's in Genevieve, but not something that Jean ever goes by.
Okay.
Is it a wood cup or is it a? Did you what material did you pick, Jane?
What do you think? What do you guys think is like the most utilitarian of the options?
I'm
Gaboon.
letting you pick.
Gaboon
because
ebony is the darkest wood in the world.
Let's go with ebony. Unless you guys
That's a
like
fun fact
peer
right
pressure.
there, man.
Unless you guys like peer pressure and or like take some of the design process away when Jean has very little care in what it actually looks like.
Well-
Yeah, Jean's gonna go with like the black and a plain font like Times New Roman.
Comic Sans.
Jean does not write in Comic Sans.
So what I was gonna say is, if you pick a wood one, I just gonna. I don't know. I know it's not how Druidcraft technically work, but I'm gonna just try to carve it for you.
Sure.
Just something. I don't even not gonna. I'm
Didn't
gonna
you?
try my
Didn't
best.
somebody buy wood carver's tools?
That sounds like
I- I'm pretty sure Emmerich bought wood carver's tools.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he tried to carve the fucking.
But I mean,
card.
if Druidcraft can just do that,
It
then-
it doesn't technically do that, but you could certainly. I would say that you could certainly assist. You could all assist Jean in
Oh yeah.
doing that if you want,
I'll
and
have
designing
to
it however you want.
see
Group
what you do.
design.
If we're gonna carve it ourselves, I would like the name to be carved in with the least amount of artistry possible. Like an E and then a capital V and then a capital E again.
All right.
Also,
Just
also like the communication of I'm using an alias is probably super awkward.
call me Eve. That's my
Yeah.
name. Um,
Yeah.
After so what the barkeep does is he pours all of you a beverage of your choice. First one's on the house in different cups, and then so that you can carve your stein without making a big mess. and then leaves you guys to your devices. So you could also just straight up say, "Hey, this is my alias," because there's no one listening to you right now.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna say I do not want this decision on Genevieve. We are gonna say Eve instead.
as I
Just pretend
imagine, carving
pretend
Genevieve
you
into a
spelled my
cup
name backwards,
would take a while.
right?
Gotcha.
Also, saying the phrase "pretend you started to spell my name backwards and then gave up" is my favorite way of explaining how we get to Eve.
That's fair.
Yes, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. That shouldn't. Yeah, that should be super easy.
I literally just drew that out on Procreate.
There you go. All right. So, with it being mid-afternoon, what is your guys' plan?
Um,
You
if
know,
we are
Well,
here drinking, so Jin's cup is carved with the ruin at this point, right?
it's carved with whatever you guys carve into it, and unless you know the spell for purify food and drink, you can't carve that in because there's no. The only one that you saw that had the um, the rune and the magic carved into it was Graz Renews.
Is it fair? Is it okay for me to change my prepare spell to purify food and drink right now?
So you could cast it into it. You would have to cast it into it every single day for it to go, for it to
But
last.
can I
So,
What
can I
if
change
we
my
both
prepare
cast?
spell list?
yeah,
Or can,
you could change your spell list now. It's fine.
okay, since I haven't done anything. Okay, I just
Yeah,
will try to
yeah.
get
What
like
if we both cast it? How many days would it take if we both cast
It
it?
would take 7 castings.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that to my own drink, but not hers. So she's more drunk when I'm still sober.
Well, if she's casting on her
Oh.
own one too. At
Are you
some
guys
No,
helping?
I wanna cast it after I've had the alcohol.
okay. At some point, paladins are just immune to disease anyway and can't get drunk.
'Cause, yeah, I gotta get drunk now because I won't be able to do it later.
Oh, you can't now. You are immune to disease at level 3.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
that was level 5.
Nope,
Damn it.
it's level 3. You're immune to disease. But I mean,
It's
you could argue that being drunk is poison. Depends on what you're drinking.
I mean, yeah.
It is poison for your liver.
You're not wrong.
It just depends on what it is. But yes, you can enjoy whatever beverages you would like, alcoholic or non-alcoholic. And do you guys have any plans for the rest of the afternoon? You know, being within this town, there is likely a job board somewhere. There are other portions of town that you haven't been to. There are plenty of other stores and other areas to go and visit. You know that
Out of
Grez.
character, I just wanna go under the city. That just sounds like, even without that being relevant to things that I need to do, that just sounded like fun.
Yeah.
And it sounded like there's probably a side quest down there somewhere.
Yeah. Do we want to like camp at the burial place to see if he comes tomorrow?
Or we can just me and Jin can just set our bird out there, kind of like not serving, what's the word, scouting, until they showed up.
But we should be close by in case they do.
Or you find a tavern nearby.
We just party the night away.
Which is a party.
Finish the drink and you will know.
Finish the drink and you'll know. That's funny.
Jean's gonna like chug the rest of the drink so that she can know what a party is.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw to see if you know what the party is. I mean, you get a little bit of a buzz. You feel a little bit of a party going on.
I feel like the world is not straight. Is that what a party is? When the world is a little bit loopy?
That's
do not think I
usually
like
at the end of the party. I guess you are getting close.
Some might say that that's the pre-game of the party.
What is a game?
Remember
You
the
gotta
bowling
drink
that we
more to find out. Don't
Uh,
drink more.
don't
It's
drink
okay
more.
if you don't want to.
I gonna
But how'd you feel about that conversation, Gene?
It took too much time. It was a waste of time.
But you don't feel like it was, I don't know, friendlier, more comfortable?
I do not have friends. What is comfort?
it's a strategy.
Yeah, it is a
Oh,
strategy. Because sometimes people, like, if maybe you would have asked about that Stein, like, in your normal way, and he wouldn't have appreciated kicked us out because he doesn't need to serve us. He can refuse service. You know?
why would he refuse to serve us? We have money.
Because
Because not
people
everyone lives for money.
I
exactly.
suppose money is not the only thing. There is also power.
And not everyone is down for that. That sometimes they just want the respect from another person. And
You
you
get
going
respect by
straight,
having power.
wow, that's not how many people around here consider it.
Then they are wrong.
But can you judge them? Can you kill them all? Can you kill them all to tell them that you are correct?
I probably could. Could kill most of them.
But would that be how many can you kill before you die? Can you get killed by someone? Not many.
Gene is like trying to do the math of how many people they could kill of like ordinary people at the bar before, they overpowered.
Yeah, and Gene, the more people you kill, the less people are gonna want to talk to you, which means the less information
Perfect. I do
you
not want
get.
to talk to people. Oh, I do need
Mm,
information. You
you
got
want
me there.
you can kill as many people as you want,
I
but
need
dead
the you got me
people
there meme. Where's the you got me there meme?
dead people aren't gonna tell you where grass renew is.
I I have this vague feeling like there is a way that I could make dead people tell me what I need to know.
There is a spell known as Speak
There
with Dead.
is a spell
Is
that
it paladin
we
spell?
don't have.
It might be, but it is limited to 5 questions. So let's see.
No, it's not a paladin spell.
Unfortunate.
Wait, talk to the dead is a paladin spell.
Speak to Dead. Speak with Dead is not a paladin spell.
Oh, okay.
It's Bard
Unless-
Cleric.
Or it might be not. I don't know why I used it in my other paladin character before, because I definitely used that before.
It might be of like a specific domain.
I was gonna say it could be related to like other domains. Like there's so many other ways that you can get spells than it just being what it says on the spell list.
Yeah.
That like I'm not gonna deny that there's never been a paladin that has Speak with Dead, but I can't get it easily.
Got it. Yeah. That's fine. I'm just. I guess the matter is me and Imric try to convince drunk you to be nicer to people. Right now.
There you
All
go.
I'm saying, man.
I gonna just cast purify waters and drink, poison and drink for all Imric's and my drink so we stay sober.
I don't. Does Imric even drink?
No, he hasn't drank anything.
He's
Okay,
just
I
he's
guess I
just
will
drinking
spend-
flavored fluids.
Cause like
I'll
this
just-
is, yeah.
I don't know
I
spell
think-
and all four of my first level
You know
spells
what?
to be
Actually,
like purify food and drink.
I bet his dad would have like given him a couple sips of his beer or something before. So he's probably drinking before, but just like not used to it.
So you use all 4 of your purify drink. You order 4 drinks and purify all of them.
No, as we go. I don't know how many
Oh.
we go through.
Well, it depends. How long do you guys want to stay here before you go on to whatever your next plan is? What is your next plan?
I mean, theoretically, if you give Gene more alcohol, they'll be slightly less focused on their task, and we could go find some other fun shenanigans to do that aren't just Gene being focused. So if we have like, I mean, how many drinks is it gonna take to get a Goliath drunk? I feel like a bunch, but
Yeah.
you know, Jean could probably be convinced to have a few drinks, and then could probably be convinced to do whatever else we want to do.
Well, the DC is 10 to get drunk per. Every time you fail a DC 10 con save, you get one more level of drunk, and it will be equivalent to like exhaustion in terms of how drunk you get. At 6, you would just pass out. So, yeah. So, if you get 1, you're like, ooh, I'm a little drunk. And at 2, you'd be like, oh, disadvantage on like perception checks. 3 would be like perception checks, you're not walking straight, and attacks are disadvantage. You know, stuff like that. But yeah. So 3 drinks in, and you're feeling good, but you're not drunk. So, but
Oh, yeah.
we will actually pick up here next time with you guys kind of figuring out what you want to do and where you want to go. It sounds like you might want to end up underground, so I have to make that map. I don't have that at all. But yes. So
Don't make underground sound appealing if you don't have the maps ready, Alex.
I mean, I've been
That's
I've been
true.
sick
You
for
said-
I've been sick for 5 days, guys. That's why I don't have a map.
No, that's totally fair, and thank you for running despite being sick.
Yeah, no,
thank
you're
you.
you're fine.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
fine. But yes, we will pick up here next session, and we will figure out the next step of what you guys want to do. It'll be mid-afternoon. We'll say if you want to have used multiple casts of Purify Food and Drink, you can. Otherwise, you can save your spell slots and not use it. It's up to you. So,
Okay, I will just do 3 for the sake of, since General 3, I will just
Okay.
drink with her.
That's
Stay
fine.
sober.
cool. Just burn those spells on your spell slots, and we'll be good. So,
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting Jean drunk to begin with at this point, but I was like, okay, sure, why not?
right. All right. Well, we'll pick up there next time we play, and